Welcome back to part 2 of the October Theory Revolution. In part 1, we discovered why October is scientifically more powerful than January for life transformation. Today, Sarah's story continues as I reveal her exact 90-day method that took her from corporate employee to successful entrepreneur. When we left Sarah, she had just discovered October Theory and decided to test it with her dream of starting a freelance consulting business. Instead of waiting for January like she always did, she committed to launching her business by New Year's Day, giving herself exactly 90 days. Sarah quickly realized that the 90-day timeline wasn't just arbitrary, it was strategically perfect. She divided her transformation into 3 distinct phases, each with its own purpose and energy. October became her foundation month. This was about getting crystal clear on her vision and building the infrastructure she needed. Sarah spent the first week of October doing something she'd never done with her January resolutions. She got brutally specific about what she wanted. Instead of vague goals like start a business, Sarah defined exactly what services she would offer, who her ideal clients were, and what success would look like by December 31st. She wasn't just dreaming anymore, she was architecting. Week 2 of October was about clearing obstacles. Sarah identified everything that had stopped her before: fear of failure, imposter syndrome, lack of a professional website, unclear pricing structure. Instead of ignoring these barriers like she did with January resolutions, she faced them head-on. Week 3 and 4 of October were pure execution. Sarah built her website, created her service packages, developed her pricing structure, and crafted her marketing message. By October 31st, she had something she'd never had before: a complete business foundation. November became her acceleration month. This was where the magic happened. With her foundation solid, Sarah could focus entirely on momentum building. She launched her LinkedIn content strategy, reached out to her network, and started having real conversations with potential clients. The November energy was different from anything Sarah had experienced with January goals. There was an urgency but not panic, a focus but not obsession. The approaching year-end created natural momentum that pulled her forward instead of her having to push herself constantly. By mid-November, Sarah landed her first client. By Thanksgiving, she had 3 projects lined up. The revenue was modest, but the psychological impact was massive. For the first time in her life, her someday goal was becoming her right-now reality. December became her completion month. This wasn't about starting something new. It was about finishing strong. Sarah used the unique energy of December, when most people are winding down, to accelerate her progress. While her co-workers were mentally checking out for the holidays, Sarah was having the most productive month of her career. She completed her client projects, received glowing testimonials, and used the holiday networking season to build relationships that would carry her into the new year. By December 20th, Sarah had something unprecedented, enough confirmed work to quit her corporate job on January 1st. Not someday, not eventually. On a specific date, with a specific plan, with specific clients waiting for her services. But here's what made Sarah's transformation different from every failed January resolution. She wasn't just changing her circumstances, she was changing her identity. By going through the 90-day process, she had proven to herself that she wasn't someone who talks about goals but never follows through. She was someone who commits and delivers. The science backs up why Sarah's 90-day approach worked where her January resolutions failed. Neuroplasticity research shows that it takes approximately 90 days to create lasting neural changes. January resolutions fail because people expect permanent change in 21 days, get discouraged, and quit. But 90 days is different. It's long enough for real transformation, but short enough to maintain focus. It's the sweet spot between meaningful change and sustainable motivation. There's also the momentum psychology factor. With January resolutions, you're trying to sustain motivation for 365 days with no clear milestones. With the October theory approach, you have built-in momentum checkpoints. Halloween marks the end of foundation phase, Thanksgiving marks acceleration success, and New Year's becomes your victory celebration. Sarah's approach also leveraged what psychologists call implementation intentions. Instead of hoping she'd feel motivated for 365 days, she created a system that worked regardless of how she felt. October was for building, November was for accelerating, December was for completing. No matter what emotions came up, she knew exactly what phase she was in and what needed to happen. By January 1st, Sarah wasn't making resolutions. She was celebrating results. She had transformed from someone who dreamed about entrepreneurship to someone who was living it. The 90-day October theory approach had delivered what years of January resolutions never could. But Sarah's story isn't unique. All across social media, people are sharing their October theory success stories. The 3-month focused sprint is proving more effective than the 12-month marathon approach we've been taught to believe in. In part 3 of this series, I'm going to give you Sarah's complete Finish Strong blueprint. You'll get the exact month-by-month framework, the troubleshooting guide for when things get difficult, and the psychological strategies that make the difference between dreaming and achieving. Whether you're starting in October, November, or even December, Part 3 will show you how to harness the year-end energy and finish stronger than you started. Sarah's complete transformation system is waiting for you. Don't let another year end with unfulfilled potential. The October theory revolution isn't just about changing when you start, it's about finally finishing what you begin.